Welcome back to the Cosmic Awakening podcast. I am Makāula Nakae, a lifelong experiencer and ET contactee since 1990. I have a wealth of insights and stories to share from decades of lived experiences spanning spiritual, interdimensional, and extraterrestrial contacts. Cosmic Awakening Part 3, 2014's The First Contact, Beyond C5. For me, the existence of UFOs, UAPs, extraterrestrials, and interdimensional beings is no longer a matter of belief. I don't have to keep believing, quite simply, they exist. Picking up from Part 2, this narrative spans the years 2013 to 2014, a time when ascension syndromes remained an everyday reality. My life was continuously filled with UFO and UAP sightings, while extraterrestrial contact evolved into deeper, more profound encounters, though it also grew increasingly challenging in many ways. Within this context, the narrative continues to explore ascension syndromes, the golden alchemy of Horus, and interdimensional contacts stretching from Mount Shasta to Seattle and Sammamish, Washington. Around 2014, Dr. Stephen Greer released his groundbreaking documentary series, featuring the astonishing Atacama humanoid mummy that captured worldwide attention. Slowly, his CE5 Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind protocol gained public acknowledgement, while his disclosure project pushed forward with even greater urgency. Influenced by these foundational movements, the modern disclosure phenomenon has reached unprecedented heights. Today, the U.S. government has released long-held secrets to the public, accompanied by numerous official UAP videos recorded by the U.S. military. Looking back from the vantage point of mid-2016, as public momentum for disclosure reaches a fever pitch, citizens and lawmakers alike are demanding the full release of decades-old classified documents and suppressed research regarding UFOs and UAPs. The trajectory of United States government involvement with unidentified flying objects, UFOs, increasingly rebranded as unidentified anomalous phenomena, UAPs, represents one of the most complex intersections of national security, intelligence management, and public sociological management in modern history. For nearly 8 decades, a dual narrative has persisted: an official public posture of skepticism and dismissal, running parallel to a hidden world of compartmentalized special access programs, classified retrieval efforts, and high-level congressional whistleblowing. The modern era of government interest in anomalous aerial craft began in earnest during and immediately after World War II, fueled by Foo Fighter reports from combat pilots and the famous Kenneth Arnold sighting in June 1947, followed closely by the Roswell incident in July 1947. The military's initial formal investigations took shape through successive intelligence projects. Established at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base under the Air Technical Intelligence Command (AATIP) Project Sign 1947 to 1948, was the military's first secret study of flying saucers. Early intelligence analysts compiled reports leaning heavily toward an interplanetary hypothesis, culminating in the famous estimate of the situation, which concluded that UFOs were likely extraterrestrial in origin. However, the report was reportedly rejected and ordered destroyed by Air Force Chief of Staff General Hoyt Vandenberg. Project Grudge, 1948 to 1951, subsequently served as a downgrade from Sign, adopting a policy of aggressive public skepticism and psychological debunking to find prosaic explanations for every sighting and convince the public that flying saucers did not exist, largely out of fear of mass panic during the height of the Cold War. Following an unprecedented wave of sightings in 1952, including the Washington, D.C. radar visual flap, Project Blue Book was instituted under Captain Edward J. Ruppelt. While Blue Book investigated over 12,000 cases, its methodology faced heavy scientific criticism. A definitive turning point arrived with the 1953 Robertson Panel, a CIA-convened scientific advisory group that recommended the military actively debunk UFOs and utilize mass media and psychological warfare to reduce public interest. Blue Book was ultimately shuttered in 1969, following the Condon Report, which concluded that further extensive study could not be justified on national security grounds. Parallel to these public-facing projects, rumors of deeper compartmentalization crystallized around the legend of Majestic 12, MJ-12. In late 1984, researchers received an anonymous package containing rolls of film depicting top-secret Eisenhower administration briefing papers outlining a secret committee established by executive order of President Harry S. Truman in September 1947. According to the documents, MJ-12 operated as a supreme task force tasked with recovering crashed disks, managing back-engineering programs, handling biological remains, and maintaining absolute compartmentalization outside traditional congressional oversight. While historians and federal archivists have fiercely debated the authenticity of the MJ-12 documents, frequently categorizing them as sophisticated forgeries or psychological operations, the underlying premise of an ultra-secret oversight group operating outside regular military command remains a foundational archetype in modern ufology. For decades, government secrecy remained relatively airtight, punctuated only by occasional unauthorized leaks. This paradigm shattered in late 2017 when journalists Helene Cooper, Ralph Blumenthal, and Leslie Kean published a landmark New York Times report revealing the existence of the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, AATIP, a clandestine Pentagon program funded at the urging of former Senator Harry Reid. The article famously released 3 infrared Navy gun camera videos, FLIR-1, Gimbal, and Goffest, captured by F/A-18 pilots encountering objects exhibiting flight dynamics impossible with known human technology. AATIP was championed by Luis Elizondo alongside rock musician Tom DeLonge via to the Stars Academy of Arts and Sciences, TTSA. Their strategy shifted the paradigm by working directly within government channels to secure official Pentagon acknowledgement that the footage was authentic and unclassified. Spurred by these revelations, Congress stepped up. The National Defense Authorization Acts from 2022 onward mandated the creation of official offices, including the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, AARO. Furthermore, bipartisan legislation spearheaded by Senators Kirsten Gillibrand and Marco Rubio established robust legal whistleblower protections, allowing individuals with clearance to break non-disclosure agreements regarding crash retrieval and river engineering programs without facing criminal prosecution. A critical distinction must be maintained between official government admissions and unverified whistleblower claims. On the side of verified fact, the Pentagon, NASA, and the Office of the Director of National Intelligence officially concede that UAPs represent physical objects operating in Earth's airspace that display anomalous flight characteristics, unknown propulsion systems, or transmedium travel. The Department of Defense has verified dozens of military encounters where pilot instrumentation and radar confirm objects moving at hypersonic speeds without thermal exhaust plumes. Nevertheless, official oversight bodies like AARO have consistently stated in unclassified reports that they have found no verifiable evidence of extraterrestrial technology or secret river engineering programs. This official stance is precisely what independent whistleblowers challenge. In July 2023, former Air Force officer and National Geospatial Intelligence Agency official David Grush testified under oath before the House Oversight Committee, alleging that the U.S. government possesses intact non-human craft and biologics from multi-decade crash retrieval programs, hidden through the abuse of special access programs. Whistleblowers maintain that the true mechanics of secrecy are buried deep inside private defense contractor facilities under extreme compartmentalization. Consequently, the public currently exists in a strange liminal space. The government openly admits that anomalous high-performance craft are interacting regularly with military assets, yet officially denies or withholds the concrete physical evidence required to prove their ultimate origin. As I observe this disclosure movement, I completely understand why so many people wish for the U.S. government to break its secrecy and officially acknowledge the existence of UFOs, now rebranded from unidentified flying objects to unidentified anomalous phenomena UAP. The world of ufology is gaining powerful momentum, and the disclosure movement has become the new normal for many. This movement aims to raise public awareness of UAPs, extraterrestrial civilizations, and interdimensional realms, as countless people naturally want governments and militaries to admit what many already know to be true. However, because my life has been continuously filled with UFOs, UAPs, extraterrestrial consciousness and direct contacts, I don't need validation or official information from any government. While I walked alongside those who desperately wanted to believe, much like Fox Mulder from The X-Files, I also began to understand the psychological dilemma and challenge people face when trying to fully accept and ground these realities into their everyday lives. True disclosure from extraterrestrial and interdimensional beings has been ongoing forever. Unfortunately, as humans simply have a hard time grasping it. Instead of waiting for governments and authorities to grant permission and admit the truth, I highly recommend rethinking these mind-blowing realms on your own terms. Begin exploring the world of ET contact by starting with the C5 protocol to reach out and touch base with them directly. I hope this Cosmic Awakening series, and specifically Part 3, 2014, The First Contact and Beyond CE5, can shed light onto your soul matrix. With my warmest regards, Makāula Nakae, August 14, 2026. To be continued to Cosmic Awakening Part 3, 2014, The First Contact Beyond CE5. Chapter 1, Whispers of the Ascended Masters, Episode 1, Dialogue with Venusians. Watch the cinematic video trailer. Explore the archive. Cosmic Awakening Part 1, 1991. Peru, Journey into the Unknown Sacred Valley of the Incas. Part 2, Ascension 2012, The Golden Alchemy. Part 3, The First Contact. The World of ET Contacts, Beyond C5. Join the journey. New episodes drop periodically. Each chapter delivers a tight, hyper-focused 10 to 30-minute hit of real-life experiences, perfect for your daily plunge into consciousness exploration. Subscribe to support your inner development. Thumbs up to help push our channel through the algorithm. Comment below. Share your thoughts on today's exploration.